Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in this video we are going to see a React.js project or a small exercise in which what we will do is we will display a list dynamically. So that is why the project name we are calling it as Listify Dynamic List Rendering. So while creating this project or exercise, we will learn some basic concepts like how dynamic data rendering works, what is a map method or function, and what are key props, and what is the importance of key props in React.js. So basically you can see what will be our final output on the screen. We will be displaying the list of users along with their ages. This is something which we will achieve in today's exercise. Before we start the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, as I regularly post these kinds of helpful coding related videos on my channel. So make sure to subscribe and like the video if you found it helpful. So let's first of all understand what we are going to perform in this video or in this exercise. See, we need to create a list rendering component where a list of users is displayed dynamically. The data is stored in a JavaScript array. List is rendered using map method in React, and each item has a unique key, which is, we will call it as ID in our case. And we will also add some basic CSS styling for a clean UI, but that is not mandatory because we are learning React. So I would highly suggest you that before watching the solution or the code, please try these steps on your own and try to do this exercise on your own. Let's now see how we will implement this one. So for that, what I have done is I have initially created a component called as user list. And this is a functional component. Here I am importing one CSS file where I have added basic CSS code, and you will get the code link in the description box of this video. So make sure to check the code also if required. So what we are doing here is, first of all, we have created a users array, and this array is an array of objects. So here we have multiple objects because see, for one user we have to store multiple data, right? What is that multiple data? First of all, we want ID, for them, then we want their name, and then we want their age. So that is why we are using object to store the data for one single user. And this is an array of objects. So in this way you can see ID 1, name Rohan, and age 25. This is the data for user 1. User 2 data is ID 2, name Priya, age 22. In this way we are storing the data for 4 users. Also make sure that your ID is unique. It should not be repeated, otherwise you will have issues in rendering. Next up, what we are doing is we are showing a S2 heading, which is just simply user list. Here you can see. Next, what we are doing is we are fetching the data or rendering this data of users array on the screen using map method. So how we usually do it, we are using this curly braces because we are writing JavaScript code. So users dot map method. What map method will do? It will take the array elements one by one. So first element of array is this first object. So it will take one by one, and then this user will have that element. So for example, for 0 time when it will iterate, for the first index it will have this data. Again, when it will loop second time, it will have the another data. In this way, then what we are doing, using li, which is the list item tag, we are displaying user.name, like this Rohan, and then dash, in one dash in between, and then user.age. And then we are writing a static text which is years old, which means Rohan 25 years old. And then if you see key also we are using here, which is user.id. Now key is very important because for example, in future if we add just one more data to this list, then React has this concept that it don't have to render all the entire list again. It will just check what is newly changed, and then it will just update that value only. Or for example, if I change the value of Ankit here to 28, and when I rerun the program, so only this part will be executed and rest everything will remain same. That is the advantage of keys in React, and it improves the performance of a React application up to a very greater extent. Hope you understood the concept of keys. Now at the end, what we are doing is we are just calling our user list component in our app component, and then this is how it is getting rendered on screen. Hope you found it helpful. Now before we end the video, there is one DIY question for you. So the question is, why is it important to provide a key prop when rendering a list in React? And we have the different options as to improve performance and prevent unnecessary re-renders. Option B is to change the color of list items. Option C is to automatically generate unique values for each item. And option D is it is not necessary to use a key prop in React.js. Make sure to comment down the answer of this question in the comment box. So guys, that's all for this video. If you found the video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thanks for watching the video.